has to be the worst European final in football history. Never before have I seen two teams so terrible in a final. And Manchester United, you on thin flipping ice, buddy.
Man United is shit. I know nothing about football, but I know Manchester United is shit.
I currently live in Manchester, so if you wake up to the news that Old Trafford has been bombed, just know that I'm the culprit. Because after last night, I'm on my Osama Bin Laden arc. It takes a special kind of incompetence to lose a final to Tottenham. This is the team that doesn't win trophies, and you let them win one. Are you flipping serious? Every single Manchester United fan I know is lucky I didn't backhand them in their stupid faces after that game. They should count their blessings that I'm a man of peace and decided to bukkake my phone instead. One flipping day as a Manchester United fan did this to me. I thought I could rely on these bozos to turn up, especially after everything I've heard about legacy and history. Oh, we always turn up in finals. Even when we finished 8th, we beat Man City in the FA Cup final. But you couldn't beat 17th place Tottenham in a European final. Delete the club. I'm not joking. Incinerate it to the flipping ground. Arsenal and Manchester United are rivals, but I never really hated United. I just found them funny to laugh at. But now we got problems. I will never forgive this disgusting, revolting, pathetic excuse of a big club for letting Tottenham win a trophy. I don't care what 20 league titles you've won. All of them are officially revoked after last night. I'm actually on the verge of creating an Amarin voodoo doll and torturing him every night in his sleep. How could you throw away every single league game because you're focusing on Europe and leaving the biggest club in the country 16th on 39 points and then not win the final? This is the final straw. I'm gonna hold the nastiest agenda in this establishment until my final breath. And if you clicked on this video expecting some unbiased analysis, you've come to the wrong channel. Because f*** Tottenham, f*** Man United, and f*** Chelsea. Chelsea didn't do anything, I just don't like them. But my days, Manchester United are finished. How'd you lose 4 games in 1 season to Tottenham? What is actually wrong with you? Did you not get any shame from when they pumped you at your own stadium or embarrassed you in the Carabao Cup quarter-final? You really couldn't muster up anything from anywhere to put some sort of respect on your name. Because don't get me wrong, this trophy is not a major honour. This was a game to avoid shame. 16th and 17th in the league is genuinely ridiculous. These guys have 39 losses between them in the league. That's more losses than points Tottenham have all season. I said it in the intro, and I'm being serious. I have never seen a final this bad. How diabolical must the Europa League be to allow these two clowns into the final? They shouldn't have even been allowed to play. They should have let ISIS use the stadium for target practice. It's actually an abomination to the sport. I mean, just look at Tottenham's run to the final. Karabag, Ferencvaros, AZ Alkmaar, Rangers, Hoffenheim, Elfsborg, AZ Alkmaar again, Frankfurt, and Bozo Glimt in the semis. How can I take a tournament that has Bozo Glimt in the semi-finals seriously? I'm supposed to believe this is some sort of achievement. And then in the final, they faced the worst Manchester United team for 50 years. I don't even know what to say, man. Hey, yo, you absolute bozo. Why haven't you liked the video yet? Make sure to absolutely bukkake that like button and subscribe whilst you're at it. Thank you. Onana is the biggest flippin' oligospasmoid I've seen in my life. I promise you, if you put his brain in a dog, it would move. I'd rather have Steve seen so much hype over Maguire recently. But how hard is it to stop a cross which is barely off the flipping ground? Why are you avoiding the ball, you catastrophic monstrosity of a footballer? And don't get me started on Luke Shaw. What is this fatty still doing on a football pitch? Maybe if he wasn't so fat, he'd have enough flexibility to stop this from getting past him. Bruno Fernandes is the most embarrassing captain in history. I don't even have the words for how preposterously bad he was. He actually has CTE. It's the only explanation for him constantly passing it to Tottenham players. I thought it couldn't get worse than Erdegaard this season, but I'm gonna have to start being more grateful for my players that I didn't have to watch this absolute dross each week. The fact Casemiro is still starting for them says everything. This bozo was visibly washed 12 months ago. He should have just left. He has an impeccable legacy with 5 Champions Leagues to his name, and now he's losing a Europa League final to Tottenham. It's honestly just sad to see, man. And Rasmus Højlund, I have a bounty on your head, mate. I watched Miko Marino score as a striker for my club against Real Madrid, and I'm watching this £17 million bozo struggle to even keep the ball against 17th place Tottenham. I'm actually repulsed by the fact he lasted 70 minutes on that pitch because his performance was offensive to my eyes. I think it honestly sums up how bad these two teams are that this was the goal to separate them in a European final, and it also sums up how pathetic the Europa League is. I never want to see anyone ever claim this as a big tournament ever again after what I saw in that game, because how have the other teams in this tournament allowed these bozos to get to the final? I'm sorry, I can't do a segment about that Ange quote or teams ending their trophy droughts, because I generally can't bring myself to talk positively in the slightest about that club. I hate Tottenham. From today onwards, I have a new sworn enemy in Manchester United. I hope both these disgusting clubs get relegated next season. They don't deserve to ever play in the Premier League ever again. and Manchester United are genuinely finished. 16th, 39 points, no money, no trophy, no European football. I'm begging just one of the championship teams to be at least semi-decent next season, and we can get these bums gone for good. That's what you get for being a devil club. And that's all I've got to say, man. I'm vexed. Oh, and subscribe and follow me on Instagram and on Twitter. In a bit, G.